enthusiasts, how you doing? Well, that's another week gone by, so we're on part 16 of the classic mini winter workshop now. It's been an interesting week. There's been highs and lows, and I don't mean high and low mini suspension, by the way. I mean highs and lows with the car. So last weekend was really cool actually. So I'm actually helping out a friend with a project at the moment, another winter workshop sort of thing, and we've been doing that workshop or little project for about 6 months now. Started in I think October last year. That's a big project. I hope to be able to give you some more detail on that soon, but that is a nuts and bolts bare shell rebuild restoration into an awesome race car. So like I say, hopefully I'll be able to share that with you in coming weeks, but it really is an awesome car. And also this week was the weekend when I finally got to take PIIOOW out for a drive, so I've been kind of holding back a little bit, to be honest, and not rushing to get it finished because I wanted to wait for March to first sort of tax the car, so it was sawn. Didn't want to waste some of February, so I thought I'd wait till March. Get it taxed, and I took it out for its first road test this week, so glad to say that went really well. No real problems. I did have a little bit of a handling issue with the car. It felt really odd. I think half the issue was got brand new suspension cones in the front, so as you'll see later on in the video when I've got the GoPro set up looking at the front wheel, it's quite surprising how much a mini suspension, how much play it has in it. You just naturally assume it's rock hard, but from new they have a good, I'd say probably 4 or 5 inches of suspension travel, which is quite impressive. So I took it out for a drive. Felt really odd and unstable driving it like that. Wasn't sure whether it was the cones. I did stop, just check the wheel nuts, so I hadn't left anything loose, but I did pull into the petrol station and check the tyre pressures, so realised I hadn't done that for at least 6 months, and the wheels were obviously refurbished, so they would have set the tyre pressures. It had 38 psi in one of the front tyres and only 24 in one of the back tyres. Set all the tyres to 26 psi, took it for a ride, and it felt much better. But like I say, it's remarkable how smooth it is. You kind of forget with a Mini, you get used to the rock hard suspension and you just accept it. You put new cones in it and it's like a new car again. I must also mention subscribers this week, so thanks for all the new subscribers, really appreciate it. Last weekend I think we surpassed 500 subscribers, so I'm really proud of that. That's absolutely brilliant. It's an amazing achievement. I hope I can keep bringing you content that's interesting, and I'll constantly try my best to do that and do it in the best quality I can. Ultimately, I'd love to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I know some YouTubers have done little giveaways and you know, special things at 500 subscribers, and I did think about it. I've honestly not got a clue what to do, so yeah, if you've got any ideas, drop something in the box down the bottom or comment, and maybe I'll give it a bit of consideration. I do know I mentioned it in previous videos about getting nitrous for Vinny. That's going to happen. I need to get that done hopefully within the next few weeks, so I don't know when I'll fit that. That might wait a bit. That might end up being a 1,000 subscriber special. And I also mentioned earlier on that there were highs and lows in this, or highs and lows this week. So those are the high points. The low points are, I guess, all people that post videos on YouTube kind of come across the same problems. So I took the car out midweek. I attached the GoPro to the outside of the car. I think I was only going out for a quick drive, and I ended up doing about 35 miles, I think. It was just too much fun. Recorded loads and loads of video inside and outside the car. It just come out naff. The lighting wasn't very good outside the car. I mounted the GoPro on the side window, so it got a lot of vibration and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd recorded some really good stuff, got back, had a look at it, reviewed it, and it was just rubbish. So that was probably an hour and a half of video editing wasted. And then following on from that, again, another frustration. I filmed a time lapse of cleaning the engine, spraying foam cleaner on there. I thought it looked great when it's sped up in time lapse. You can see the foam cleaner working and that sort of thing. The GoPro battery went dead 3/4 of the way through it. It corrupted the video file, so I couldn't use that either. So I'm sorry if the video is a little bit light on the ground this week. There's probably 10 minutes of video, if that, for probably, I don't know, 4 hours worth of recording and a load of effort. But like I say, yeah, I'm sure other YouTubers have this problem. I do this as a hobby. I don't have any special camera equipment. I'm pretty new at doing it as well, so I'm learning as I go along here. And finally guys, just before we get into the video, I thought I'd mention a YouTuber. He's a young lad, still at school. He's only 15 years old. He's called Josh Smith. So there's a link in the description down the bottom there. If you get a chance, just pop over there, say hi, watch one of his videos, leave a comment. I think he just needs a bit of encouragement lately. He works really, really hard. Like I say, this guy's still at school. He's doing a classic restoration on a Mini. He's doing everything himself at the moment, so all the cutting, grinding, welding. He's learning as he goes along. From what I've seen, he doesn't have anyone helping. He's doing it all himself. You know, and he's not shy to get stuck in. He's got the subframes out, he's doing steering, suspension. He's doing a great job. He's made a couple of little mistakes on the way and he's had a bit of bad press for that. Really not deserved, you know. Josh, you're doing a great job, and if you decide to start posting videos again, I think you should. I think you act as an inspiration for the rest of us, so keep up the good work, mate. Okay guys, so just got back from a 20-25 mile sort of road test shakedown. Got home from work and it was a lovely evening, still some light, so managed to get the car out of the workshop and take it for a kind of shakedown drive really. Happy to get back and report no issues, no problems. It drove absolutely faultlessly, drove really nicely actually. New suspension cones in the front really make a difference. The only thing I did notice was the steering's out of alignment now, so I haven't changed any steering components, but I suppose just replacing the subframe, moving it all around has upset something, so I need to sort the tracking out at some stage. So the car's been back about half an hour, 45 minutes now, and when I got back I just put a plastic bit of sheet on the floor so I can just make sure there's no leaks, and I'm really pleased to report it's absolutely bone dry. Really pleased about that. So no coolant leaks, that's dry, and more importantly for a Mini, taking in mind this is a 105,000 mile Mini, it's absolutely bone dry, no oil leaks either, so I'm really pleased with that. Hi guys, how you doing? So it's midweek, home from work early enough to get some work done on the Mini. I've done the road test, so it's had a bit of a shakedown. It's all driving okay, no issues there, so Now just got to start getting the Mini cleaned up really. So I don't know whether it shows up in the video, but the engine's obviously all nice where it's all been rebuilt, but it's just covered in dust at the moment. It's quite a thick layer of dust. It's just accumulated on there while it's been sat in the garage. So I just need to get all that dust off and get it kind of concours ready really. I don't concours the car, I like to show it. I don't go to the level of concours, but definitely want to get all that dust off. So the first thing we'll do, I think, is just get an air compressor on it, just try blowing the dust off, and then we'll I tend to use, when the engine's already clean like this, I find just foaming upholstery cleaner works really well. Rub it in with a spray it on, rub it in with a paintbrush, and then just wash it down with a little bit of water. What I find works really well is I put a bit of hot water in a pressure sprayer and use that. It's really effective. But yeah, as I say, if the engine's oily and greasy, then you probably want to be using something like gunk or an engine degreaser. But this engine's dry, it's clean, it's just covered in dust. It just needs a good clean. Okay guys, so that's looking a lot better now. It certainly ain't as dusty as it was before. In fact, no dust at all now. All we're going to do now is I'll just take that out for a 20-minute, half-hour drive, bring it back, and the heat from the engine should dry it out nicely. Guys, so that's the Mini back from its run now, looking much better, not dusty and horrible like it was before, ready to show and shine really.